The ending of Hunter x Hunter has already been revealed by Yoshihiro Togashi, its creator, and this would be an ending that absolutely should not happen, as it would bring tragic news. It wouldn't just be the end of a story, but the end of a legacy. Do you want to understand more about what this ending is, as well as the other endings revealed by Togashi? Then go ahead and subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell. Yoshihiro Togashi, the creator of Hunter x Hunter, has revealed in several interviews the alternative endings he had in mind for the series. It's fascinating to see how he imagined different outcomes for the characters that so many fans love. I'm going to share a bit about these endings and give my opinion on them before talking about the ending he revealed and even described to fans, as well as the tragic news that would come if this ending were actually used. In an interview, he revealed some endings to us, along with the approval and disapproval of Hunter x Hunter readers, which divided many opinions and led to theory upon theory being created. Well, I have my own theories too, and I'll discuss some others as well as what could or could not happen to our beloved protagonists in each of these outcomes. One of the endings described by Togashi is known as Ending A. Among all the others, at least within ABC, this is the most optimistic. Togashi himself stated that it would satisfy 50% of the readers, with only 20% being dissatisfied and the remaining 30% feeling neutral. This suggests that it would be a typical shounen ending, where the protagonists achieve their goals and are all happy, including the one Togashi said would definitely die, Kurapika. For Togashi, this would be the safest ending, avoiding excessive criticism. It could truly be an ending where everyone survives, with perhaps a twist involving Kurapika. Who knows, we might see Gon and his friends reaching their goals and resolving the series' main conflicts, Gon becoming a respected hunter, and his friends Killua, Kurapika, and Leorio also finding success in their journeys. This ending seems designed to please fans who want a happy and satisfying conclusion for the characters. Personally, I think this would be a great ending, as it would give the characters the conclusion they deserve after so many adventures and challenges. But since not everything is sunshine and rainbows, there is another ending that Togashi might have considered, which is quite different from Ending A. Ending B is a bit more ambiguous. Togashi mentioned that this outcome would leave some questions unanswered, allowing fans to speculate about the characters' futures. The satisfaction rating for this ending would be split 50-50, 50% satisfied and 50% dissatisfied. This would be an ending that strays a bit from the obvious and could be highly divisive among fans. What exactly would this ending be? Would Gon and his friends face significant challenges? Although some conflicts would be resolved, others would remain open-ended. This type of ending could be quite interesting, as it keeps fans discussing and theorizing about what could happen next. I think this would add an extra layer of depth to the series, allowing fans to stay engaged with the story even after it ends. It would spark endless debates about what did or didn't actually happen. However, this already leans toward a more uncertain path, and I believe this wouldn't be Togashi's final choice. Now, Ending C is the darkest and most controversial. Togashi revealed that this outcome would be the least popular among fans, with an acceptance rate of only 10%. That means 90% of readers would be dissatisfied, an overwhelming number. Perhaps it would involve the death of more than one beloved character, or shocking dark twists. Maybe even one of the protagonists turning into a villain? This could have happened after major arcs like the Whale Ship and the Dark Continent, given that many characters there possess various types of nin abilities, the princes, the Succession War, beyond Netero. In that setting, anything is possible. In this ending, some of the protagonists, including Gon, could face tragic fates. This ending reflects the frustrations and challenges Togashi has faced throughout the series' creation. Although difficult to accept, I believe such an ending would be powerful and impactful, leaving a lasting impression on readers. Sometimes, tragic stories are the most memorable and meaningful, even if they are not the most pleasant to witness. Just imagining how the 10% of readers who would accept this ending would feel, it's something that could break people mentally. And yet, they would still be satisfied with it. Comment below which of these endings you support. Do you prefer a simple, uncertain, or totally radical ending? This kind of boldness is something missing in today's stories. The courage to go against everything and everyone and do what you want, without worrying about whether it will sell or not. Of course, commercial success matters for growth, but sometimes just doing what you want is important. Who knows? Maybe Togashi will end up choosing this ending and working on it. Now, let's talk about the final ending. One that, although seemingly a great conclusion, would still be tragic in its own way. It would feature Gon's future generation, showing his descendants speaking about him, while paralleling the first episode of the series. But this would be the forbidden ending, the ending D of disappointment. This is the ending Togashi himself discarded. In this scenario, Gon's granddaughter, named Jing in honor of Jing freaks, would become the protagonist. The story would begin with her fishing the same fish that Gon caught at the beginning of the series, creating a nostalgic parallel to the start of the story. This ending sounds interesting and nostalgic, but I understand why Togashi decided not to go with it. Focusing on the original characters might be the best way to give the series a proper conclusion. Togashi also mentioned a contingency plan in case he is unable to finish the series due to health issues. In this scenario, the story would be concluded with an ending he has already planned, ensuring that fans get closure for Gon and his friend's saga. This ending involves Gon's daughter, who decides not to follow in her father's footsteps as a hunter, but still honors his legacy in different ways. I believe this shows Togashi's commitment to giving fans a proper conclusion, regardless of the circumstances. These alternative endings highlight Togashi's deep thinking and his dedication to the series and its fans. Each ending offers a unique perspective on how the story could unfold and how the characters could grow and develop. While some conclusions may be more satisfying than others, they all reflect Togashi's talent and dedication to telling a captivating and memorable story. In short, it's fascinating to see how Togashi has envisioned different destinies for the characters of Hunter x Hunter. Each ending has its own strengths and weaknesses, and any of them could leave a lasting impression on fans. Personally, I think ending A would be the most rewarding, but the other endings also have merit and could spark interesting discussions among fans. Regardless of which ending Togashi chooses, I believe he will do justice to the characters and the story he has created. Although all of this could actually happen, we can't ignore the interview discussing Kurapika's death. Maybe, in every scenario described, A, B, C, or D, his death occurs, with the difference being whether or not he was able to achieve his goal of recovering his clan's stolen eyes. Perhaps endings B or C depict him as someone who ultimately failed in his mission. Yoshihiro Togashi gave an interesting interview about Kurapika's death, which was included in Hunter x Hunter Volume 0. This interview was conducted alongside the release of the movie Phantom Rouge, which explores Kurapika's past. Togashi mentioned that the idea for Kurapika's past events emerged while he was writing the Phantom Troop arc, around Volume 10 of the manga. He wanted to explore the relationship and conflict between the Phantom Troop and Kurapika from its origins. In the interview, Togashi also discussed the possibility of Kurapika dying. He mentioned that Kurapika's known ability, especially Emperor Time, has a deadly condition that shortens his lifespan. Every second Kurapika uses Emperor Time reduces his life by 1 hour. This means that if he uses this ability for 2.4 hours, he loses an entire year of his life. Togashi didn't give specific details about when or how Kurapika could die, but he made it clear that his known ability makes death a real possibility. This interview gave fans a better understanding of the challenges and risks Kurapika faces due to his abilities. Togashi has always been known for creating complex characters and emotional stories, and Kurapika's situation is a perfect example of that. The interview came at a time when Togashi was reflecting on the impact of his creations and how they connect with fans. Will he really have the courage to kill Kurapika, who is currently playing a major role in the latest developments? His death could be a shocking moment in the manga. What do you think about this? Leave your thoughts in the comments, share what you think about the video, and tell us what your ideal ending would be. That's it for today. Thank you for being here with us, and see you in the next video.